now listening to the sounds of Milkcrates Microphones.
Yeah, it was difficult because I was a writer, and I am a writer by nature. But for many years, just being very exact about what I say and very meticulous, and it has to be exactly correct. So that, like, when you freestyle, that mentality has to go out the window. Right. Totally. You have to let go of that, and there's a lot of people who never learn how to do that, and thankfully I did learn how to do that, but it took a long time. And I would say in the late 90s I did start to make sense of it, and there are moments where I feel like I totally, well, sometimes I shit the bed, and so hey, that's what happens sometimes. You take the risk, you fuck up, oh well. At least you put yourself out there. But there were other times where I went off, and in ways that I impressed myself. And to learn how to do that when writing is important. So once I was able to break free from how strict I was in my writing style, and tap into that freestyle ability and the free flow of thoughts and what can happen in a style and in a phrasing, I feel like that really benefited my music overall. So I was never. A lot of people claim they can freestyle and they can't, and a lot of people say that, think they're the best freestyler and want to make people think that they're great at freestyling. It's so silly. It's like, Idea was an awesome freestyler. It's not to bring it back to him, but it was. The thing is, with him, he had this insane backlog of words and phrases that always fit together, and so it's like you figure out people's tricks in their freestyles if you hear them long enough. And I hear that with every single artist, almost every single artist that I've heard freestyling. And sometimes there's artists who freestyle and they do stuff that makes me wonder. I'm like, dog, did you really
freestyle, memorize
that whole thing and pass it off as a freestyle? Because that's insane. And almost everything you'll hear on the Sway Show, anything that ever gets rapped, where they call it a freestyle, like it's, Black Thought, he's amazing. That dude's not freestyling. That does. If you were able to freestyle like that, you could run the world. You would own. Thank you. You're not topping on someone's fucking radio show and freestyling like that. But it's a matter that people don't care about as much anymore. Back then, again, there were purists who were like, if you're not going off the top,
it's not a freestyle.
You get a hip hop demerit. You're free.
That was a WWF era.
You're not off the top, brother.
Listen here, brother.
But it's true, like you said, like we were talking about earlier, that
I feel the same
snobby
way, though.
mindset that we had, and I still kind of have that. Like
I have
when
it.
I see, like you said, someone post something and it's freestyle,
Memorized.
I think to myself, I'm like,
memorized.
Everyone has a different mindset of what a free verse or something that they didn't write down, they have in their head that they never put on track or anything.
Completely
But
off top.
a free,
Yeah, I get it, and people have benefited from that ambiguity in the word. I did as well. Like there's times where I did verses on radio shows and I just put it on mixtape, call it a freestyle, because I knew there was that ambiguity there. But I will always point out the difference, and we used to call those New York freestyles.
Yes.
Where your boy would back you. Your boy knew your word as he was coming for it.
Yeah, every New York artist was doing a New York freestyle. None of them were really freestyling.
The hype man's
so
got
my
the
crew
words
of
ready.
kids would always point that out. So I would say that early on, and then it just stopped being as important as it was.